Even as the pandemic threatens a second wave, effects of the first are showing. The earnings reports of companies are displaying what a disaster it has been so far. Some have reported over $1 billion in losses in just 3 months. Others are down to their lowest operating levels in almost a decade. Economic indicators of countries are showing how a recovery will be a slow and painful one.
Lockdowns are slowly being relaxed around the world. Economies stalled by the pandemic are reopening cautiously. But it won't be easy. The year 2020 so far has been a disaster of epic proportions. Among the casualties are the balance sheets of companies across the world. From auto to aviation to hospitality, they're all bleeding losses. The earnings report card is painting a grim picture. The pandemic has dealt a crude blow to oil, demand for which has hit rock bottom. Prices fell by 65% in the first 3 months of this year, and that has taken a toll on the world's largest crude oil company, Saudi Aramco. It reported a 25% fall in profits, lower than market expectations. Not just oil, car makers too have been dealt a deathly blow. COVID-19 not only forced factories to shutter, but also wiped out consumer demand. Japanese car major Honda posted a 13% fall in operating profits. It has declined to give an earnings forecast for the current business year, while compatriot Toyota says it expects its profits to dip to a 9-year low.
The forecast for the next term is that sales volume will decrease more than what we saw at the time of the Lehman shock.
Not just cars, manufacturing as a whole has been crippled by the global health crisis. German engineering giant ThyssenKrupp reported losses of over $1 billion for just the last 3 months, and it has warned of further downside going forward. As companies take a severe hit on their bottom lines, jobs are being slashed in hordes. Hospitality giant Hyatt reported losses that were higher than expected and then decided to lay off over 1,300 employees. It also announced pay cuts for senior management and all board members. The economic scars of the pandemic are visible at the company level and country level. Data released by countries show how deep the wounds are. According to France's central bank, COVID-19 has caused economic activity in the country to plunge by 27%. China's factory gate prices, a crucial indicator for manufacturing, touched a 4-year low in April. This despite being one of the first economies to reopen after the lockdown. And chances of a quick recovery in industrial production are now slim. Last month, the International Monetary Fund had projected a 3% fall in global GDP for the year 2020. That would mark the steepest downturn since the Great Depression of the 1930s. But days ago, the organization's chief, Kristalina Georgieva, warned that things could get even worse and that global economic projections could be revised further downwards. With the possibility of a second wave emerging, the pandemic is seemingly far from over. And the way it is evolving has made it difficult to predict what the damage is likely to be. Bureau Report, WION World is One.